Welcome back, everyone. So if you follow me on Facebook, you probably already know about this, but recently I purchased an Ibara Kuro PCB. Now this is different from the original Ibara. There's some changes in it that they implemented due to some complaints by some people. And so some people really like this one better than the original, some people like the original. Honestly, I like both, and I'm not going to give like a full-on comparison here. I just want to do a little garbage gameplay since I've put maybe 10-15 credits in on this. And I'm terrible, by the way, so don't expect anything great. I haven't really developed any kind of strategies or anything, but I am going to do a more in-depth video on this and the original Ibara once I have just a little bit more time to play the game and maybe capture some decent footage. So let's check it out. So you still select which character you want by which side you play on. So I'm playing Bond on the first player side here, and you can select either straight shot or wide. And in this case, the wide shot actually is fairly strong. And then you have 4 different types that you can go with, and if you see down here, it'll give you the speed, the power, and the bomb type of each one. So I've been having a lot of luck with type 3, or type C rather. Now, if you just tap the fire button like I am now, or if you use the C button, which is the auto fire, then you get just your usual shot here. It's not aimed or anything like that. But once you start picking up your options, then they'll actually lock on to any enemies. Like the machine gun here, if I hold the button down, will actually lock on to an enemy. So that can be really useful once you get into hairier situations. You can just use that lock shot and take some things out. As I'm sure you can see, this is a really beautiful game. One of the complaints about the original one was that the bullets and everything were hard to see kind of in the big mess of everything that was going on. So, and that is somewhat of a complaint still, but they did make them a lot brighter. So it does kind of help out a little bit. But the other thing, why I try not to die here, maybe I shouldn't talk during this. The other thing is your rank's visible. You can see it up at the top. Or we'll just give him a hoodoo gun right there. The other thing is your rank is visible at the top as well as the boss's health. So that can be really, really useful. Then also when you collect the weapons, you can see them at the bottom, hopefully. You can change between weapons with button 4. And in the original, the way they did it was... That's unfortunate. You see the rank starting to crank up there. And actually this stage 2 is, I think, can be really problematic out of all of the cave stage 2s. A lot of times, stage 2 is kind of a gimme. Stage 1 and 2 both are just kind of to get you acquainted with the game, but this one, stage 2, can really be a pain in the ass if you're not careful. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so your options. Oof, that was almost bad. And this one, once you collect them, given that you don't die, then you still have whatever you have, and then you arm the different types one at a time. So in this case, I'm using the 5-way, which has a nice sort of spread shot here, and then we'll focus in if you hold the button down. And I find this to be pretty good for this stage, actually for a lot of the stages. And just powerful enough. And bomb that. Yeah, just powerful enough to take care of everything, but also kind of a wide shot, so you know, you can get a little bit more coverage out of it. Oh. I guess that's what I get for not paying attention. I was just tab dodging away and not even looking. So anyway, yeah, you get one weapon at a time. In the old game, you collected the weapons individually, so you could actually have multiple options of different sorts. They didn't all have to be the same thing. And let's see here. I'm not going to talk for just a second and see if I can get through this. Probably not. Nope. So anyway, yeah, so depending on how you picked up the option, it would be on the left, the right, or the rear. And so a lot of people didn't like that, to be honest. And I actually wasn't a big fan of it either. Because then there were certain weapons, like the machine gun's kind of weak, and so you could see they're just dropping these weapons everywhere, and so then it was like another thing to dodge. Like if the game dropped a machine gun and you didn't want that, then you have to dodge that that option power up, in addition to all of this craziness that you're looking at right now. And I just wasted a bomb. So there's that. Thankfully there are a lot of bomb fragments in this particular stage. The Hado is kind of like a bomb, except that you can see it actually blocks shots like that. And then if you... Alright, hold on here. Seems like I always get hit by this stupid thing. So yeah, if you... I can't remember what I'm saying. Oh yeah, so you can use it to cancel out all those bullets. It actually also helps them drop items, which is pretty awesome. And if you fire it at a boss and it kind of gets latched on, the little lollipop end, you probably saw in some of the earlier footage. Then, let's see, I'll use another one here. So you see, if I stay in the middle of this thing, none of these bullets can hit me. The other good thing about this one is that when you're just tapping, or if you let go of the fire button, you see it actually sucks everything in from a fairly sizable amount of the screen, so that's actually very helpful. Ugh. I'm making it out of all this. Alright, so the rank is like crazy right now. So I'm going to arm a Hado here. You actually have to hold the bomb button for this. But see, yeah, if you get the if you get the lollipop on there, it actually does a lot of damage. So this is about to be not good. I'll use a standard bomb here since I only have fragments left, and we'll hope that that was enough. Somehow I doubt it though. It's gonna be close. Alright, so kind of lucked out there. And let's switch to the napalm. I actually like this weapon. And being able to let go of the shot or tap it to collect items can be really useful, but it also kind of can be a bad thing because you know, in a lot of the, especially the Yagura games, you know, a lot of it is more about like not collecting a lot of stuff that you don't need, you know. And so you can really kind of screw yourself. Yeah. All right, we'll use one continue here, just so you guys can see a little bit more. But yeah, sometimes the I'll switch to 5-way. Sometimes you can end up getting a bunch of stuff that you don't want, and it actually, especially once you know, once you're looking at higher rank, it's harder to manage it sometimes. But you can still always bomb, suicide, do those kind of things. All those usual Igawa / Rising traits. So our rank's not too bad right now, but I have a feeling it's about to get nasty here. So I'll use a bomb. It's also part of the scoring in this one is actually bombing bullets, and that's a change from the original Ibara. So, and it's not something I've gotten into really at all. Because right now I'm just trying to hold on. So I'll bomb that right there, and you can see that kind of eats up all those bullets and gives you a fair number of points from it. The good thing is, as far as bombing goes in this stage and like the train stage and whatnot, you can see there are bomb fragments pretty much everywhere. So so let's switch over to the rocket. So this is going to be kind of a rough ride here, because I don't really have what I need to make it through this boss. But I got a couple more lives, so. Yeah, a lot of it's down to what combination of things you end up getting here too, because sometimes some of them can be, you know, okay to dodge through, and then some of them are just terrible. Like this one, although I suppose I could have just not shot those and lived a little bit longer, but oh, whoops. So I armed the Hado, which is by holding down the bomb button, and it's just gonna have to hang out there. Oh, also the reason I tap the shot button instead of using the auto fire is, for me anyway. I was using the auto fire button, and it's fine, but the problem that I kept running into is, so I'm using my pinky actually on the auto fire button, because that's the only way that felt really comfortable. And so that'd be button 3, and then I had my middle finger on button 2 and my index on button 1. And so the problem I had was I'd be laying on the third button and firing away. I'd arm a Hado and be ready to use it, and then I would release my my first button instead of the second. So I would end up dying because I thought I was about to release the Hado and I would just stop firing altogether. So, so yeah, all that to say, just know that just get used to your button configurations and don't just die over and over again. So anyway, that's a kind of a brief look at the game and you know, me kind of rambling through it. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. Yeah, laugh at me. And then the other thing that you can do is is die.